All righty, we're live, folks. What's going on? What's going on? All right, bet. We gotta go live on Instagram. 16 people are here already. All righty, 19. Um, Hope everyone's doing well and everything. So, what's up? We got. Let me see what's going on. Miss Nikki, Indigo Descent, the Experience. What's going on, y'all? We got. What's good, Miguel? What's good? What's good? If you're having trouble on Instagram, then head on over to YouTube. That's crazy. What's up, the author? That's crazy how the live doesn't mirror when I'm on StreamYard. Like I look weird as hell on an unmirrored camera. I don't know. I just don't like it. But I might as well get started because I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to make this as interesting as possible because this gets boring reading through all this. So share screen. Let me get in. We got a nice amount of people here, so let me just get to it. freeafricanamericans.com. This is the site I'm using. Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Introduction. These genealogies comprise the colonial history of the majority of the free African American families in Virginia, North Carolina, illustrate the colonial and early national history of their communities. Most of the families were descendants of white women servants who had children by slaves. Over 1,000 free children were born to white women, slaves in Maryland and Virginia during the colonial period. Many of the descendants of the Chavis, Cumbo, Diggers, and Gowns family. Very few, they descended from 1% by their slaves. White slave owners, less than 1% total. Interesting. Many of the free African Americans were landowners who were generally accepted by their white neighbors. 420 freeborn served in the Revolutionary War, over 400 from North Carolina and 40 from South Carolina. Free Indians blended into free our communities. They did not form their own separate communities. I wonder who the. What's up, Winter? I wonder who the on that website. Okay, I'm just checking the comments. Yeah, there's that. Free Indians. Not make their own. Some light-skinned descendants of reformed tri-racial isolates of Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and Louisiana. Interesting. I'm not about to read through all that because, like I said, this is not the most interesting stuff to read through, but y'all can see it. All right, we're gonna start through the Abel family. They descend from Elizabeth Abel. Oh yeah, with this, I'm just gonna read through what's interesting. My cap. I know it's not gonna take that long, but the cap limit for this live is until 6 p.m. So if I'm not done before 6, so I've read through all this, I probably wouldn't be done till a long time because I got jujitsu at 6:30. So I don't want to spend all day reading through this. This ain't the most interesting stuff to read through. Now, with that being said, it is sent from Elizabeth Abel. I'm honestly just gonna read through the descriptions. Y'all can read the rest of the stuff yourselves. Like, I don't know. Anything interesting pops up, I'll read it. But her children, these are her children. Solomon, who was an orphan, he received a freedom certificate. You got Serena, she's a mulatto. These are her children. Nanny, her daughter, she had a bastard mulatto daughter. Elizabeth, these are her and her children. Let's look at John. This is his freedom certificate. You got Jenny. Now the Abshire family. Now we're on to the Abshire family. They're descended from John Abshire. He was in the Revolutionary War. He was classified as white in 1830. Yeah, in 1840 in Anson County, Virginia. So free people of color were also classified as white. So just to put that in there. His John Abshire, Pennsylvania. He had a wife from Virginia. They end up going to Louisiana, the Attakapaw, St. Martin's Attakapaws parish in Louisiana. Now on to the Acre family. Not much going on here. The Adams family, which possibly descends from the Adams of St. Mary's County, Maryland. You have John. These are all the people. He was a free Negro. A ditcher, who was a ditcher. You got Keziah. She was a free black in Richmond County. In 1813, she was taxable. You got Harriet Lawrence. She was described as a dark mulatto, 5'1.5", and then her complexion was light. She had a light complexion. Okay. You got Phyllis Adams. She was described as being black, 5'3". Her daughter Polly. You have Polly, who was dark brown, 23, 5'2", basically 5'3". Then you had Robert, who was black, described as black. Adams, more Adams. Yeah, some more of the Adams family. Now we're on to the Africa family. Africa. And it seemed like that surname ain't last too long. Meshach Africa, who's a taxable Negro in James Wilson's house. He was called Africa and Nell. So, free Africa, free Negroes. These are his children. We're going to go down to Wright, who was described. He was 5'11", 35 light complexion. Nice. Now we're going to the Aylstock family. The Aylstocks have ties to the Shawnee. This is a long description. I'm not about to read that. So this is but we're starting off with Michael Aylstock in Amelia County. These are his children. Michael had a lawsuit against him. It ended up being dismissed. The court awarded him 2 pounds, 2.4 pounds. We got Joseph. Now we're going to go down to William. He was taxable in Richmond City. He received approval for a bounty. Okay, he served 3 years in the Virginia State Artillery. Now we got James, who served in the 3rd Virginia Regiment, Revolutionary War. Charles, going on to Charles, he was selling liquor without a license. He got arrested. And he was also in the Revolutionary War. Nice. Joseph Aylstock, these are his children. Absalom, he was 6 feet tall, and he was born free. He was a mulatto. John, now we're going to go down to Absalom, or Aber. He had a pension. These are his children right here. See, his children right here. Now, you got Susanna. She was in the list of free Negroes and mulattoes. She sued her brother for trespass, Michael Aylstock Jr. for trespass, assault, and battery, and she was awarded 50 pounds. These are her children. There's a lot of stuff going down. You got, other than the family members, you got Reuben Aylstock. He sued William True for debt. You got Lewis. He was in the Revolutionary War. Keziah. You got Michael. He was described as being 5'8", a man of color, black complexion, long black whiskers, and declared a free man. Okay. Now going on to Keziah Aylstock Hailstock. She was counted as a free mulatto. These are her children. We got Betsy, who was counted as a free mulatto. And you have William, who was a yellow man of yellow complexion, 23 years old, 6'1", and born of a free woman. Okay. Now you have the Alford family. They descend from Rachel Alford. Thank you. Thank you. This Princess Michaela. Yeah, Rachel Alford, who was a free Christian white woman, and she had mulatto children, basically. Um, these are her children: George, who was a mulatto; James, he was charged with his own tax and a horse, so they had money. Jesse, charged his own tax. Sally, who's a free Negro, described as a very bright mulatto, 5'2", born free. Elijah, charged his own tax, and David, who's a taxable black in Stafford County. Now, Allen, the Allen family, we have a picture of the Allen family. This is Joseph Allen, and this is his wife, Rebecca Taborn. The Allen family originated in Northampton, New York County. You got Jane, you have John, who was a mulatto, Elizabeth, who was a mulatto, and Sarah, who was also a mulatto. Now on to Jane. She failed to list herself as tithable. These are her children. Samuel, he was a mulatto. Now down to Joseph Allen. He didn't list his wife, mulatto wife, as tithable. He had 100 acres in Isle of Wight County, on the south side, Nottoway Parish. If I don't sound like I'm interested, it's because it's not interesting to read. I'm sorry. Name Alice. I'm trying to make this as interesting. I'm about to start skimming and just reading over the stuff that's interesting. Now, it's going on to Joseph Allen. I'm just going to read. I'm honest. I'm just going to read and highlight the stuff where they will describe what they look like. I don't. Now, Elizabeth Allen, these are her children. We got Sarah Allen. These are her children. John was a shoemaker apprentice. Sarah, these are her children. John, who died in 1799. Okay. He had a barn, a estate of 250 pounds. William Allen. These are him and his children. Joseph, he was a mulatto. Mary, a mulatto. Excuse me. And Nats, who was an indentured in Granville County, North Carolina. Now you have John Allen. He's described as a brown mulatto man, 5'8", and he was 66 years old. These are his children. You have Sally. She was a light brown mulatto woman. Eliza, who was a dark brown mulatto girl. Jane, who was a light brown mulatto woman. Dicey, who was a slave owner. Jerry, light brown free Negro man. Now down to Judy, these are her children. She was a free Negro, and she was also, that said she was blind. Mary, these are her children. She had a horse and 4 cattle, so she had a lot of money. Joseph, her children. Joseph, he had a horse. He had a horse and 2 male ties. Samuel, he described as having a tawny complexion. He was 5'3", tawny complexion, large eyebrows, high cheekbones. You know, they say Indians had high cheekbones. So yeah, Samuel, he had a high cheekbone. He had high cheekbones. He had a bony face. He was a free Negro or mulatto. John Jack, he was 5'3", had good countenance, small legs, long visage. Or visage. Now, these are Martha. These are her. She was described as a dark mulatto. These are her children. Thomas, he was a black fellow, described as a black fellow. William, he was described as having a dark complexion, large eyebrows, and short hair. Now down to Arthur Allen, Southampton County. This is all he has. These are his children: Betsy, Amy, Green, and you had Arthur. The mixed race children of Allen were bound apprentices in Cumberland County, North Carolina. What's up? What's up, Damien? What's up, 3 Stacks? What's up, Superwoman and Super G Woman and Jaden? What's good? What's good, y'all? But yeah, if you're struggling to see the screen on Instagram, just head over to YouTube, Darvid Osiris. We have 129 viewers in total on this live stream. And other family members, you have Richard, who was a white man. William, who's a mulatto. Another William, who's a mulatto. John, a free man of mixed blood. Epps and Jory Allen. You know what's funny? He's a free man of mixed blood, and his wife is a mulatto. Peep that. Just peep that. His wife is a mulatto, and he's a free man of mixed blood, and mulatto is supposed to mean mixed. Hope y'all caught that. Epps and Jory Allen. You got Jory, free color, and he had a white. I guess he was married to a white woman, a free colored man, or he just had a white woman living with him, or a person that's a free person of color that's classified as white. Who knows? Yeah, William. You have Exum, who's described as being a bright mulatto, 5'8". The Almond family. The Almond family. These are a picture of them. You have Leah Langston, Virginia Almond, Ellen Almond, Reverend Alexander Almond, his wife Pinky Langston Almond, and Delilah Almond. This is from a picture from the Smithsonian Institution. So yeah. They're related. The Almond families are related to the white almonds. You have Martha, Jenny, Kit, who was a free Negro, who had 2 cattle, 16 horses, and 3 slaves. Jenny, described as being a 99-year-old black woman, free colored. Judy, Alice, Easter, Mildred. Fanny, who was a free colored. Sally, all of her free and free colored. Lewis, who was a mulatto. James, who was a free Negro and a mulatto. Thomas. Warner, who was described as being a mulatto man. Grace, and then all other free, and then Thornton. Now, this is Martha. This is her son, Randall, who's a free Negro. You see $40, a free man of color. Also had 42 acres in Isle of Wight, Virginia. Alice Almond, these are her and her son, Edward, who's a mulatto. He was called a free Negro. That's about it. You have Easter. This is her and her son, Miles. Miles was a mulatto, widow Indian daughter of Elson and Sarah Edwards. So she was an Indian. The Almond family are Mattaponi. You have Mildred Almond, who was a free colored, and she had a slave. Was taxed on a slave. Her son Henderson was a free person of color. Thornton, he was listed as a free Negro and mulatto. He was married to Eliza Major. I'm not about to read all this. He owned acres of land. I'm not about to read all that. William, he's his children. William, Eliza. I'm going to go down to Ellen, who married the Bradley family. She's a black widow. Mary Eliza was a 16-year-old Indian called Mary C. Almond and counted on the 1870 census. So she was classified as Indian on the 1870 census. Now you got William Almond. This is him and his children. Okay, his father, tribe has the Powhatan, and father. Okay, so this is his sister. Said his mother was Powhatan. They said their mother was Powhatan and their father was white. Powhatan woman and a white man. So they were mixed. Josephine, she was described as being a black woman. Thornton, he was a 58-year-old Indian fisherman on the 1900 census on the West Point, King William County, Virginia census reservation. So he was born on a reservation. These are his children. He has a daughter named Pocahontas. Now John B. Aldman was a 22-year-old Indian farmer on the 1870 census in King William County. These are his children. Tommy, he was described as a 34-year-old Indian man on the 1900. Luzelia, who was a dressmaker, and so on. Now you have Alexander Richard Almond, and he was a Pamunkey Indian. Delilah, she was on the reservation in King William County, married listed as a mulatto. And yeah, Virginia. Now on to the Alvis family. Catherine Alvis, she was this mother of free Negroes, basically. William Alvis, he was described as being a dark brown mulatto man. Nancy, his daughter Nancy, his children Nancy, she was described as being a dark brown mulatto woman with short, bushy hair. And then Elizabeth, she was described as being a dark brown mulatto. Now Israel, these are him and his children. Emmanuel, these are him and his children. You have Israel, described as being 6'1", dark complexion with a flat nose, wide mouth, and a voice inclined to be hoarse. So you had a hoarse voice. Nancy, she was described as being a dark mulatto. Spare-made, short, bushy hair. John, you described as being a dark mulatto man, has a thick nose, short woolly hair. Samuel, described as being a dark mulatto. And William, who's described as being a dark mulatto. So there's that. Shout out to everybody that's on Twitter and YouTube. Just a reminder, if you're struggling on Instagram, just hop over to the YouTube. Handles in the name, Darvin Osiris. Other family members. This is just the first list, yo. I'm already bored. I'm about to just read the descriptions. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, William, yellowish complexion. You know what? This is what I'm about to do. I'm gonna have more fun. I'm gonna just make content I'm actually gonna enjoy. So I'm gonna just end this stream right here, and I'm gonna be back with another stream. So yeah, we about to end all this. I'm bored as shit.